Hey everyone, welcome to another deep dive. Today we're looking at
Equipment leasing.
equipment leasing in 2024.
That's right.
Specifically, we've got this report from the rate card.
Hmm.
It's called Equipment Leasing Regulatory Challenges Faced Throughout 2024.
Yeah, they really hit the nail on the head with that title.
They did. It came out November 25th.
Oh, so just a couple days ago.
Just a couple days ago.
Mm.
Super recent stuff.
Hot off the press.
Hot off the presses. And by the end of this deep dive, hopefully you will understand the challenges facing the industry,
Right.
but also be able to spot some opportunities.
Because there are a ton of opportunities right now.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. So first off,
Yeah.
let's talk about these state-level disclosure laws.
Okay.
They're popping up everywhere.
Yeah.
It's like a compliance nightmare for companies that have to operate in multiple states.
You can say that again. It's like a puzzle
Yeah.
where the pieces keep changing.
Yeah, exactly.
You think you've got it figured out, and then boom, new law.
New state, new rules, do everything.
So we've got Florida, Georgia, Connecticut as example.
Just as a few examples, yeah.
What's going on with those?
So basically, these laws are all about protecting borrowers from what they call predatory practices.
Oh, okay.
You know, hidden fees,
Yeah.
confusing terms,
Right.
things that make it hard for borrowers to understand what they're really getting into.
Okay, so more transparency.
Transparency is the name of the game.
Okay.
Lenders now have to be completely upfront about everything.
Mm.
Detailed information about terms, costs, the whole 9 yards.
Okay.
And this trend is spreading like wildfire.
I bet.
More and more states are considering similar legislation.
So it's not just knowing the rules in one state anymore,
That's
it's this whole patchwork of regulations across the country.
It's a patchwork quilt.
How are companies even keeping up?
Well, it's tough.
Yeah.
But that's where compliance management systems become so important.
Okay.
And legal expertise is crucial. You need people who really understand these laws, inside and out.
Yeah.
Companies have to find ways to standardize their practices
Right.
so they can operate efficiently across different states. But they also have to be flexible enough to adapt to the specific rules in each place.
So it's like a balancing act, right?
It's a delicate dance, that's for sure.
Yeah. So it's not just about avoiding penalties.
Right.
It's about building trust with customers.
Trust is everything in this industry.
Through this transparency.
Transparency builds confidence.
Okay.
When companies are upfront and honest, it shows they're not trying to pull a fast one.
Yeah.
And that strengthens their reputation,
Makes sense.
which is crucial in the long run.
All right, so we've got state-level regulations.
Right.
But we've also got some drama at the federal level.
Oh, yeah.
This Supreme Court case,
Big one.
CFPB v. Community Financial Services Association of America, it has everyone in the financial sector on edge.
I'll say.
What is the big deal with this case?
Well, it all boils down to the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau's funding structure, the CFPB.
Okay,
And whether or not it's constitutional,
gotcha.
the Supreme Court's decision could potentially impact the CFPB's ability to operate.
So, like, their enforcement, their regulations.
All of that could be up in the air.
And the CFPB, they play a pretty significant role in equipment leasing, right?
Huge role.
Yeah.
They have broad authority to regulate financial institutions and protect consumers.
So a lot of our listeners are probably dealing with them regularly.
I would imagine so, yes.
Okay, so what has the CFPB said about all of this?
Well, they issued a statement after the decision, basically saying, we're not going anywhere.
Okay.
They emphasized that their funding structure is vital for the stability of the financial system and that their work protecting consumers remains a top priority.
But, I mean, even with those reassurances, it's got to add another layer of complexity.
Oh, absolutely. Very complicated.
It's a lot to keep track of. Yeah. And speaking of complexity, there's also Section 171 of the Dodd-Frank Act.
Oh, yeah, Section 1A71.
Everyone's buzzing about data collection.
Data everywhere.
So now equipment leasing companies have to collect all this data on small business lending.
Right.
To ensure fair access to credit, right?
That's the idea.
It seems like a pretty big task.
It's a significant shift, no doubt.
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
Okay.
This data isn't just about compliance.
Okay.
It's actually a goldmine of information for leasing companies.
Oh, interesting.
Think about it.
Yeah.
They'll have insights into market trends, borrower demographics, lending patterns.
So they can use it to their advantage.
Exactly. It's about turning lemons into lemonade.
With data.
Data lemonade.
That's great.
Companies that start preparing now,
Okay.
investing in their data infrastructure, figuring out how to analyze this information,
Yeah.
they'll have a serious competitive edge.
Data-driven decisions.
Data-driven decisions, that's the future.
I like that. Now, we also have to address the macroeconomic elephant in the room.
Oh, here it comes.
Rising interest rates.
Yep.
Inflation.
It's a tough environment out there.
It is putting pressure on everyone.
Absolutely.
Including the equipment leasing industry.
No one is immune.
Yeah. And we've seen these pressures contribute to some high-profile bankruptcies.
Like Pride Group.
Pride Group, yeah.
A major player in trucking and equipment leasing.
It just goes to show how volatile things can be.
It's a roller coaster ride, that's for sure.
What lessons can other companies learn from this?
Well, first and foremost, thorough credit assessments are more important than ever.
Okay.
You need to really understand the financial health of your borrowers, especially in sectors sensitive to economic fluctuations.
Like transportation?
Transportation is a prime example.
Okay. So don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Diversification, diversification, diversification.
Okay, what else?
The Pride Group case also highlights the importance of clear lease agreements. When things go south,
Right.
it's the strength of your contracts that will often determine the outcome.
Yeah.
You need clear terms, no ambiguity.
So having a strong legal team is crucial.
Absolutely essential.
All right, last but not least,
Hit me.
we have to talk about tech.
The tech revolution,
Yay.
automation.
It's a bit intimidating, isn't it?
It's both exciting and a little bit scary.
Yeah.
It's like we're on the cusp of something huge.
What are some of the potential risks?
Well, cybersecurity is a major concern.
Okay.
We're seeing more sophisticated fraudsters targeting automated systems.
So they're trying to steal data.
Steal data, manipulate these technologies.
It's like a constant battle.
It's an arms race, for sure.
Yeah. But it's not just external threats, right?
Right.
What about biases in these systems?
That's a critical point.
It's especially when it comes to lending decisions.
If the data used to train these algorithms is biased, the results will be biased too.
So how do we strike that balance?
It's about being thoughtful and intentional. Regular audits of AI systems are essential to ensure they're operating fairly. And robust cybersecurity measures are non-negotiable.
Yeah.
You have to protect your data and your systems.
So we're not talking about replacing humans with robots.
Not at all.
Okay.
These technologies are tools.
Okay.
They should be used to enhance human capabilities, not replace them.
All right, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
State-level disclosure laws.
Yeah.
The drama with the CFPB.
Sure.
Section 1071.
Data deluge.
Economic headwinds.
Yeah.
And AI and automation.
The future is now.
It is. And we're going to be back in just a bit with part 2,
Okay.
where we'll put on our futurist hats
Sounds fun.
and explore some potential scenarios for this industry.
I can't wait
Welcome back
to our depth dive
into the world of equipment leasing.
in 2024.
That's right.
We've talked about state laws, the CFPB,
The Supreme Court.
AI.
Data. But now let's put on our futurist hats.
Ooh, I like this.
What might the future hold
Okay, let's see.
for equipment leasing?
Hmm.
What's fascinating to me is how all of this is changing how equipment leasing works, but also its role in the economy.
Yeah, it's not just about financing equipment anymore. It's about being part of a larger ecosystem.
Okay, so what's one scenario we might see?
Well, one possibility is a rise in hyper-specialization.
Hyper-specialization.
As regulations get more complex, leasing companies might start focusing on niche markets.
So instead of being everything to everyone,
Right.
they're becoming boutique leasing companies.
Exactly. They become the go-to experts for very specific equipment or industries.
Okay, so they can really understand the needs of their clients.
Yes, and tailor financing solutions accordingly.
And this specialization could actually lead to more innovation.
Absolutely. When you're focused on a specific area,
Yeah.
you can get really creative with financing. And you can be an early adopter of new technologies that cater to those niches.
That's interesting. So greater specialization could actually lead to faster adoption of new technologies.
It's counterintuitive, but it makes sense.
It does. So agility and responsiveness are key.
Key to success in this evolving landscape.
Okay, what's another scenario?
Another interesting possibility is a shift toward greater collaboration.
Collaboration.
Yeah, within the industry. We could see more partnerships forming between leasing companies, tech providers, even regulators.
Why would they collaborate?
Well, think about the challenges we've talked about.
The complexity of regulations,
Right.
data infrastructure, cybersecurity threats.
These are big issues that are hard to tackle alone.
So it's like 2 heads are better than 1.
Exactly. By pooling resources and expertise,
Yeah.
they can address these challenges more effectively.
We might see industry-wide initiatives then.
Yes. To develop standardized compliance solutions.
Oh.
Share best practices for data security.
Makes sense.
They might even join forces to lobby for regulations that benefit the whole industry.
So collaboration can extend beyond the industry too.
Absolutely. I can see partnerships with universities, research labs,
Okay.
even government agencies to explore new technologies.
It's really all about partnerships.
Partnerships are powerful.
Okay, so we can't talk about the future without talking about AI and automation.
The elephant in the room?
We talked about the risks, but what are the exciting opportunities?
Well, imagine a world where AI isn't just used for credit decisions and fraud detection,
Okay.
but for things like predictive maintenance,
Okay.
optimizing equipment utilization, and even personalizing financing options.
So AI is becoming more customer-facing.
Exactly. It's about creating a more personalized and responsive experience.
And as AI evolves, I bet we'll see even more sophisticated applications.
Oh, yeah. AI-powered systems that can analyze market trends, predict equipment demand.
Wow. So AI can help companies make strategic decisions about their fleet composition.
Exactly. It's about leveraging the power of data to make smarter decisions.
We've got to talk about the ethical implications, though.
Of course.
How do we ensure these AI systems are fair?
It's a critical question.
And what about data privacy?
These are concerns that need to be addressed thoughtfully.
Okay, so here's a curveball.
Okay, hit me.
In a future dominated by AI and automation, could we actually see a resurgence of human interaction and personalized service?
That's an interesting thought.
It seems counterintuitive, right?
It does, but think about it this way.
Yeah.
As technology automates more routine tasks,
Okay.
it frees up human employees to focus on what they do best.
So building relationships,
Right.
providing expert advice.
Understanding the nuanced needs of clients.
So in a world where transactions can happen instantly online, the human touch becomes even more valuable.
Exactly. We might see a shift toward a more consultative approach,
Okay.
where leasing companies become trusted advisors,
Okay.
guiding clients through the complexities of equipment financing.
So it's high tech and high touch.
The best of both worlds.
I like it. One last scenario.
Okay, shoot.
The impact of sustainability on the equipment leasing industry.
It's a topic that's gaining a lot of traction.
As environmental concerns grow,
Yeah,
I think we'll see a shift toward leasing more energy-efficient equipment.
absolutely. And adopting circular economy principles.
What does circular economy mean?
It's about moving away from the traditional linear model of take, make, dispose,
Okay.
and embracing a more circular approach,
Okay.
where resources are reused, repaired, and recycled.
So in the context of equipment leasing,
Right.
this could involve offering leases for refurbished equipment,
Yes.
developing end-of-life management programs,
Right.
and even incorporating sustainability criteria into credit assessments. So equipment leasing companies could actually promote a more sustainable future.
They can play a key role in driving the circular economy.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here.
We have.
Hyper-specialization, collaboration, AI, human interaction, sustainability.
It's a lot to digest.
It's a lot, but what's clear is that the equipment leasing industry is at a crossroads.
There are some big disruptions on the horizon.
But these disruptions also create opportunities.
Opportunities for innovation, growth, and positive change.
The companies that can adapt, embrace new technologies responsibly,
And prioritize sustainability.
those are the companies that will shape the future.
The future is bright for those who are willing to evolve.
Great. So we've explored the challenges, the opportunities, some potential future scenarios. Now, in part 3,
Okay.
we'll dive into some specific strategies you can use to navigate this landscape
Sounds good.
and prepare for what lies ahead.
Let's do it.
All right, so welcome back to the final part of our deep dive
Deep dive part 3.
into the world of equipment leasing in 2024.
It's been a journey.
It has been a journey.
We've covered so much ground.
We have. We've talked about the challenges, the opportunities, and we've even peered into the future.
Tried to predict the unpredictable.
Exactly.
But now it's time to get practical.
Let's get down to brass tacks.
What can our listeners actually do with all this information?
How can they, use it to their advantage?
Navigate this crazy landscape.
Thrive in the world of equipment leasing.
Let's talk strategy.
Okay, so let's start with compliance.
The cornerstone.
It's not the most exciting topic, but
it is absolutely essential.
it is.
In this industry, you cannot afford to mess around with compliance.
How can we make it more than just checking boxes?
Ooh, good question.
Can we make it more strategic?
You absolutely can.
Okay.
And in fact, you should.
Hmm.
Think of compliance as a competitive advantage.
Oh, interesting.
In an industry that's under so much scrutiny,
Right.
demonstrating a rock-solid commitment to compliance builds trust.
Trust with customers.
Customers, partners, investors.
Okay.
It shows that you operate with integrity.
You're not cutting corners.
You're doing things the right way.
Okay, so it's more than just box to check.
It's a statement.
A statement of values.
Yeah, it says we're reliable, we're here for the long haul.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah.
Now let's talk about AI and automation.
Ah, yes, the robots are coming.
But in a good way, right?
Hopefully in a good way.
So how can companies leverage AI
Okay.
to actually gain an advantage in this market?
Lots of ways.
Okay.
Streamline workflows, automate repetitive tasks, improve the accuracy of credit decisions.
So more efficiency.
Efficiency is key.
Okay.
And don't forget about fraud detection.
Right. That's huge.
AI can be a powerful tool in the fight against fraud.
And AI can also help create a more personalized customer experience.
Absolutely.
Which is something we talked about earlier. So
Mhm.
tailored financing solutions.
Proactive support,
Right.
even anticipating customer needs.
But AI implementation has to be strategic.
It does.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you need to start by identifying those areas where AI can have the most impact.
Okay.
Don't try to do everything at once,
Take it step by step.
one step at a time.
Okay, so focus on specific use cases.
Use cases that align with your business goals.
Make sure it makes sense for your company.
Exactly.
And what about the human element?
The human element is still crucial.
We can't forget about the people.
AI should enhance human capabilities, not replace them.
Right. So invest in training.
Yes. Train your workforce to work alongside these new technologies.
Okay, so it's a partnership
Humans and machines working together.
to achieve a common goal.
That's the future of work.
Now, we've talked about compliance, technology.
We have
Let's talk about risk management.
the ever-present challenge.
It seems like risk is just a part of doing business these days.
It's unavoidable, but it's manageable.
Okay, so how do we manage it?
The key is to be proactive.
Proactive.
Don't wait for problems to happen.
Okay.
Anticipate potential challenges, have plans in place,
So it's like having a radar system.
always scanning for threats.
Exactly.
You need to stay informed about economic trends, regulatory changes,
New technologies.
geopolitical events,
Things that could impact your business.
and when you spot a potential risk,
Yeah.
gather information, assess the situation, develop a plan of action.
Don't be afraid to ask for help.
Absolutely. Having a network of trusted advisors is invaluable.
Lawyers, financial advisors, technology consultants.
They can provide the insights and support you need.
So compliance, technology, risk management, all important. But,
There's one more thing.
okay, what's that?
Adaptability.
Adaptability.
The ability to change with the times.
Because things are changing so quickly,
The only constant is change.
especially in equipment leasing.
Companies that can adapt to new regulations, embrace new technologies,
Adjust their strategies.
those are the companies that will thrive.
So agility, flexibility, openness to new ideas,
Those are the winning quality.
and a willingness to learn and grow.
Continuous improvement is key.
So don't just ride the waves of change.
Be the one creating the waves.
I like that. The future of equipment leasing belongs to those who are willing to embrace change,
Challenge assumptions.
push the boundaries.
Explore new possibilities.
Well, I think that's a great note to end on.
I agree.
We've explored the challenges,
The opportunity.
the strategies for success.
Hopefully this deep dive has given you the knowledge and insights you need to navigate this exciting industry.
So stay informed
Stay adaptable.
and never stop exploring the possibilities.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for listening.